Alright, well hello and welcome to my review of the Mora HighQ in carbon steel. Now the picture you're about to see is a little skewed, but the HighQ is cheaper than the top Q craft line because there's less steel in the smaller blade of the series. Both have deep tangs and rigid construction, but the blade on our knife today is smaller than its more expensive brother, the all-around. Now the handle on the HighQ series feels familiar because it's the handle of the Craftline series as well as the oldie but goodie clipper. The knife looks good. It's well presented and it's logoed nicely. It fits nice in the hand as did its older brothers, and I think Mora knows it's got a good thing here with the grip angle. It just feels natural. Now it's not too big for carry, but if you want to hide it out of the way, you're out of luck. It's not an everyday carry rig unless you have need for it in your industry. On the belt it's about 9 inches long and the blade runs about 3.5 inches of cutting surface, and give or take it's about 1/2 inches wide and 0.08 inches thick depending on your camera angle, so don't go prying stuff with it. It's made out of 1095 carbon. That's good steel, but you got to wipe it down after you use it to prevent it from rusting. Now this thing's really handsome. The handle is nicely logoed. That's the first, I believe, for Mora, and the blade has a clear stamp to match. It's slick. One of the price point indicators is the unfinished spine on the blade, and you'll see it in a second here. The more expensive models have cleaned up spines, but I don't think this detracts from the knife at all. It's typical old school Mora stuff. Doesn't bother me. Now the sheath is the normal bag of army men grade plastic, but it's nicely done and it's very functional. The blade snaps in tight and it works. It's got the Made in Sweden sticker with the model number round back, and the fastener clips to wide belts, which is a welcome change compared to some of the other stuff that we faced in the older series lines. It also has a slot for a button, which is very typical if you're into that type of carry. You can see it there. Now this thing isn't a pig sticker, and I know because my cousin used to stick pigs for a living. If you want a Forts and Fires knife, a big knife, you gotta look elsewhere. But if you need a butchering and bushcraft blade for general cutting tasks, you ought to figure on picking this guy up. Look, this new offering from Mora really hits the mark. At $10 from Ragweed Forge and other fine retailers, you really can't go wrong. I mean, for less than a box of ammo, you can carry a quality blade made by people who care and know what they're doing. So thanks for watching, and I'll try and keep them coming.